What's going on, everyone? It's that time of the month, media haul for the month, and that is for February. Normally, at least for the last video, I did my favorites towards the end of the video, and I would like to just switch that up. So I'm gonna just start off the video with some good ones. First one I'll show is the Mad Max Anthology, 4K exclusive. I showed these on my box set collection, but I'm not going to do a whole unboxing, just a little bit what it looks like. And I'm super excited for the new Mad Max movie, Fauriscia. I believe that's how you pronounce it. The next one is Monsterverse. I just watched Godzilla, and I think it's my favorite out of the entire Monsterverse movie so far. But this is a gorgeous box set. I mean, I mentioned it in the video, my box set video, but I wasn't originally going to get this, but I'm glad I did because these are just gorgeous. Again, this came out only in the UK, and I fucking love it. Can't wait for the end of the month of March to get to see the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and so I had to get the Skywalker Saga. Fucking glorious. I'm not going to unbox everything of this, but definitely check out the box set, because this was part of it. Box set video, because this was part of it. Just right over here. I love it, man. I'm such a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm very fortunate that my girls have gravitated towards Star Wars, and my little Star Wars heart just grows, 3 times as big, because once your kids are into the same things as you are, like Star Wars, there's nothing like it. There really isn't, man. I fucking love dressing my kids as Ewoks, and my girls dressing up as their favorite characters, which happens to be Darth Vader and Rey, and I'm all for it. I'm glad they're embracing it, because like I said, I love it. Next are going to be my limited editions from Second Sight Films. Again, I already did an unboxing, and check that video out because I love Second Sight. It's my favorite boutique label. So, Frontiers. Paranormal Activity. Love it. Love Paranormal Activity. The Strangers. Again, all of these are UK based releases. Second Sight, best label out there. This is Host, one of my favorite found footage films, probably ever. I already mentioned it before, but seriously, Host is in and out. There's no dips in the storyline or anything. Raw, my favorite international film, and obviously horror film, international horror film. Just love it. Don't know why. I just do. I had to get this. This was a must. Speaking of must, this was an Arrow release from many moons ago, but I was able to get it, and that's a Sympathy. This is the Vengeance trilogy. So Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, Lady Vengeance. Still haven't watched Lady Vengeance yet. I need to get on that. But I mean, bam! Look at that, man. So damn tight. Highly recommend getting this limited edition box set from Arrow. It's only Blu-ray, FYI. Only Blu-ray. Next are just 2 stacks, but they're pretty big. Wonka. This release is freaking good, man. I was shocked, and the 4K Steelbook is really good. I think it might be my favorite Steelbook of the year so far. Fantastic release. Yeah, just shocked at how good this is. So beautiful release. Paprika. Holy shit, man. This movie is a fucking trip. This might be the trippiest movie I've seen, maybe ever. Fantastic film, though. People know that Christopher Nolan got a lot of... there's a lot of similarities between this film and Inception, and there's a couple shots that are exactly like from Paprika. So highly recommend this film. Don't do any drugs while watching Paprika, because you're gonna be even more fucked. So Paprika, one of the best sequels out there. I'm standing on that, and that is The Strangers Pray at Night. This movie is better than The Strangers, than the original one. Very fucking good, and highly recommend this film. So damn good. Thanksgiving, Eli Roth. Came out not too long ago, obviously. And this was pretty good. A little tangent about the film. Something that's very irritating is that Thanksgiving on Blu-ray and Thanksgiving on the streaming services, Apple, Vudu, I mean, you name it. It's all, the audio is 5.1. But for some damn reason, this movie is in Dolby Atmos only on Netflix. That pisses me off, man. I made a little post on Twitter and everything, but I was pretty livid because when you buy a film, you expect it to be in the best quality, and it wasn't. It's definitely not. And so that kind of pisses me off. Who knows? There's supposed to be a 4K release, and there is one in Europe, Sweden or Finland or something like that. There's a 4K release of this. I don't think it's released yet. But yeah, check it out. Good film. I thought it was really good, but pretty pissed off about that audio situation. Another one, As Above, So Below. I got this. The next few films are films that I got because of Found Footage February. And I really like this film a lot. Highly recommend this and the next two found footage films. I mean, there's a reason why I bought it. I still need to get Troll Hunter, but this movie, pretty damn good. The Taking of Deborah Logan. Fucking one of the best what the hell moments in any movie. So good, man. Oh, highly recommend this movie. Highly recommend it. This movie, I was shocked of how good this was, especially the second half of the film. So damn good. And that's the Gojiam Haunted Asylum. I'm telling you guys, this movie is fucking good. The second half of the film is just, like I said, it just goes for it. And I mean, I don't know. I'm obviously at a loss of words, but I love how the movie progresses, and just those scary scenes in the second half of this film. It's pretty damn scary, I would say. So check this movie out. I didn't buy it, but please check out Troll Hunter. Troll Hunter was very good. Next is I Got Kids, and that is Ice Age collection. My kids love Ice Age, and so I had to get this. It's got Ice Age Meltdown, The Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and Continental Drift, and Collision Course. I love Ice Age. It's a very good kids movies, so highly recommend. These films I remember watching in high school, and I loved them, and I'm really glad that Shout Factory came out with steelbooks. I'm starting to get my collection of them, of these animated films that I really loved in high school, and that is films from the studio Gallipoli. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But I'll start off with Spirited Away. These are all steel books that I have. Howl's Moving Castle. Love it. I've seen all of these except for one, and that is this one. My Neighbor Toruto. And I'm looking forward. I still haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this film. I heard it's really good. This is why I got this, is because I had an itch to watch Princess Mononoke, one of my all-time favorite animated films. Love Princess Mononoke. Masterpiece of a film. And this film is just fucked up. And there's some scenes from Requiem for a Dream, to this film, and that is Perfect Blue. Again, these are all steelbooks. This was also released by Shout Factory. Wonderful steelbook. Seriously, I love this steelbook. This film is so good, but it's out there. It really is. Like I said, Perfect Blue. There's some scenes from Requiem from a Dream to Perfect Blue, shower scene, and there's one other scene I believe. But highly recommend this film. Very adult themed anime. Here's my last stack. Start off with WandaVision. These Disney steelbooks look freaking really good. It's just a great release by Disney. Same thing with Mandalorian season 1 and 2, but fantastic releases. Loki, beautiful art design on each of these steelbooks. So damn cool. Look at this, man. Art cards and everything. Who they think they are? A boutique label? Shit. I'm a Dead. Migration. Saw this movie in the theater with the kids. Actually, I liked it, and I was gonna do a 4K review of Wonka and Migration. I just noticed there's not a lot of reviews for kids movies, and I'm looking forward to doing those type of 4K reviews just for parents who are just in my shoes, looking to see what type of 4K films to show their kids, and this was a good one. At some point, I will make a most disappointed 4K releases, and this will definitely be up there, and that's Footloose. I was gonna make a 4K review of this film, but shit happens, and I just didn't have time to make a review for this film. I love this 4K steelbook, though. This is simply gorgeous. This is a gorgeous 4K Steelbook, but the transfer is not that good at all. And the movie's great. I really like the movie, the end of the movie, and then the songs, obviously. Um, uh, and it's got even some of them. Let's hear it for the boys. I mean, that's a funny ass 80s, montage right there. But as far as the 4K transfer, it's not great. So get this movie on a discount. This is one of the coolest martial arts films I have ever seen, and I got it a little late, but I'm glad that I got it. And I was gonna do a 4K review, but again, stuff happens. Um, and that is The Raid Redemption. This movie is fucking amazing. Amazing. I really hope that they release a 4K of the sequel, because I heard the sequel is phenomenal, and Sony always knocks it out of the park with their 4K transfers and their audio, and this is no exception. Next are a couple Scream Factories, and that is Darkman. Good movie. I thought it was going to be just a little bit better. I didn't remember too much of it when I was a kid, so it's kind of like watching it for the first time. Directed by Sam Raimi, young Liam Neeson, and Frances McDormand is on here as well, and of course my man, you can see it right there, Dr. Giggles. Boom. Yeah, Dr. Giggles is on here and plays a good villain. But yeah, and I thought the movie was good. I don't think it was like phenomenal, but I thought it was a good movie. I went in this movie blind, and I'm glad I did, because it was great. And that's Willy's Wonderland. Nicolas Cage, one of my favorite roles that I've ever seen him play. Just because it's so wacky, man. This movie is just out there, and I love every bit of it. And people said that this should have been, was it Five Nights at Freddy's? It should have been more like this, because that movie was kind of tamed. It's directed towards a more of a younger audience. As for this film, is adults, and it shows throughout the movie. So highly recommend Willy's Wonderland. Good. It was a pretty good 4K transfer. Not their best, but it was a good transfer, and I'm really glad I have it. I like this film. You know what? I don't know what people were saying about this film, but I really like it. I try my best to stay away from trailers and everything else, because trailers give away too damn much. And I was surprised how much I like this film. This is The Hunger Games. This is a Lionsgate 4K Steelbook. I got a ton of them. I will eventually do probably a video of all of my Lionsgate 4K Steelbooks here in a few weeks. And this is a pretty cool little release right here. 4K picture looked great. Audio, Dolby Atmos is very good. And I was very happy with this film. So I'll definitely rewatch it. This was great. And that is Duel. This is directed by Steven Spielberg. Done by Universal. I didn't know this had Dolby Atmos, and the Dolby Atmos was pretty good. The 4K transfer, holy crap. Highly recommend. This 4K transfer is very good. It wouldn't surprise me if this makes it into some people's best of 4K transfers. Again, I got this movie a little late, so I apologize, as I don't exactly remember when this was released. But I highly recommend getting Duel. This was a 4K groove steelbook release, but and it's actually very beautiful. I love the art design. Kind of just noticing it now, and you look pretty good, steelbook. Uh, but yeah, it's right there. Highly recommend this steelbook. I I thought this movie was okay, and I thought the transfer was good. I don't think it was Kino's best, but yeah, I thought it was good. And that's the Boogans. Um, Creature feature film in the 80s, and 4K scan is on the camera negative, but I don't know. I just still thought that the transfer wasn't phenomenal. But if you love this film, it's definitely a must buy then, because it's not going to get any better than this. So, and Kino always knocks it out of the park with their transfers. So, yeah, and that's the Bookings. This movie, I was going to do a 4K review, but I didn't. And that is Kindergarten Cop. My wife and I were saying how we both saw this movie with our dads, and this is not a very kid friendly movie, at least in the beginning. After the beginning, it kind of is. But I love this film. Obviously, someday I'm going to show it to my kids. Uh, kind of contradicting myself on that one, but I like this film, man. And there's a moment of this film that I honestly kind of teared up a little bit. To be honest, when the kid one of the kids was talking about his parents being divorced and that whole scene, and I personally went through that, and that kind of hit me, and I wasn't expecting it from fucking Kindergarten Cop. And that's part of the beauty about films, uh, those type of moments. So yeah, obviously not to get too emotional or obviously in this video, but very good film. One of Arnold's best. Actually, just watched this right after Conan, and his acting skills was like through the roof in Kindergarten Cop compared to Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. This was just recently released, of course, and that's The Marvels. Not terrible, not great, mid. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like um, I don't get like the hate about it. Like, it wasn't like a fantastic film, but it wasn't fucking terrible. Um, and I highly recommend people who already seen all, the 30 fucking MCU films to check this film out. I think it's worth it. And I really like Miss Marvel. She, to me, made the film. Um, Wonderful actress. And in the series as well. If I'm being honest, I didn't want to see the series of Miss Marvel, and I'm glad I did. I did not like the She-Hulk series, but I did like Miss Marvel, and her character in this film is very good, and she kind of makes the film, at least for me. Uh, I did not like the villain in this film. I thought it was very mediocre, which is very sad. But that's the Marvels. In this film, I fucking love it, man. I already did a review right over here, and that's Leviathan. This movie's fucking amazing, and it's this a mix of The Thing, like Alien, underwater, just craziness. This movie is so good. I really like this 4K transfer from Kino. I think this is a must buy. Is it their best? No, but it's up there. But the movie is fucking really good. And as I mentioned in my review, I don't think enough people talk about Leviathan because this is one of my favorite sci-fi films ever. So damn good. Highly recommend Leviathan. So guys, that's my 4K and Blu-ray haul for the month of February. I personally like making these videos. Um, it kind of just brings me some joy of all the films that I collected through the month. I'm really looking forward to March because March is having some fantastic releases. I can't wait, man. That's going to be a fun video. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking out the video, and go ahead and check out some of these other videos right over here, and have a great day.